Hello, everybody. Welcome to the big announcement, the biggest announcement of the year so far. I'm feeling all the different emotions. There's like a part of me that is buzzing with just so much excitement for what I have to share, what this means for you, how this is going to transform your relationship with food, how this is going to impact your life. Like, there's a part of me that's like so excited. And then there's also a part of me that is emotional in the best way because I also know the impact of this work, the impact of this opportunity that I'm going to present to you guys today. So I'm just feeling all the feels. And if you are here watching live with me, say hello. We got Catherine, Zaned, Maria, Aaron. If you are live with me, comment down below and say hello. Say hello. So I'm going to share my heart in this live stream. I'm just going to share a really special opportunity. Sarah's here. I'm going to share a really special opportunity for you. And it's really important before I dive into this opportunity, it's really important for me to give context as to why I'm sharing this special opportunity, my heart behind it, and why this is something that is really going to change your life. So I've helped at this point hundreds of clients from around the world conquer binge eating. And honestly, it has been so incredible to see so many people completely transform their relationship with food, no longer be thinking about food 24/7, being more intimate with their partners, being less snappy with their children, being more present, more calm throughout the day, no longer overthinking their food choices. Like, it has been so incredible watching my clients completely transform. And if you're a current client, drop something in the chat box like what has happened for you and your relationship with food since working together, because I know there's a lot of clients that are on here. And I've seen this like firsthand, right? It's not just like the relationship with food thing. Like, yes, my clients go months without binging. It's like, Lorna, I can't remember the last time that I felt an urge to binge. I can't even believe like food's just not on my mind anymore. But also, it's like, Lorna, I'm happier. My relationship with my husband's better. I have better mental health. I'm not this perfectionist anymore. Something in my day can go wrong, and instead of freaking out and using food to cope, I just like go with the flow. That would have never happened a few years ago. Like, there's so many things that happen as a result of you conquering binge eating. Aaron's like complete 180. Yes. So I've seen just so many transformations with my clients, and they went off and lived their binge free life. And as exciting as it is that I've helped, so many clients already, something has felt off. Has felt off. And it's so hard to describe the feeling, but it's like I'm so excited that I've helped so many clients, but something doesn't feel right. I wake up every single day knowing that there's still women out there who are overthinking what to eat for lunch. There's still women who are snappy and irritable with their children as a result of eating too much that day. There's badasses that are spending so much of their time and their energy beating themselves up, judging their food choices. Should I be eating this? Should I not be eating this? looking at the menu before going out for dinner because they don't trust themselves, lacking confidence because it's like, Lorna, I can be successful in so many areas of my life. And this whole food thing, like, I don't understand why I just can't fix this whole food thing. Like, I'm so successful in so many areas of my life. It's so frustrating that this whole food thing is consuming so much time and energy. And so I'm like, I was playing tug of war with myself. It's like, I have a really, really, really big mission. And I don't want to just help hundreds of clients. I am on a mission to help millions of people around the world. Drop millions in the chat if you're here. I want to help millions of people. Yes, it's been great watching so many people transform, but something doesn't sit right with me. I wake up every single day knowing that there are some women who are still struggling, and I'm not okay with that. I'm like, this just cannot happen. So with this, Cindy is on. So with this big mission in my heart, this passion I feel in my heart, this desire to help more women, like, I literally cannot go a single day longer without doing something differently in my business so I can serve more people, because I'm just not okay with the amount of women that are still struggling. Like, I'm just not okay with it. And this is me sharing the truth. I'm being vulnerable. I'm sharing my heart. I've had so many conversations with Andrew. I'm like, I love that I've helped so many people, but I am not okay that there are still women struggling. Like, I literally cannot go a single day longer not doing something in my power, in my business. If I have the ability to help more people, I'm like, something needs to change. So my mission is really big, and I think about this work all the time. I still think to this date about the coach that helped me conquer binge eating, and it makes me literally emotional, because I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for her. If it wasn't for her going first, if it wasn't for her healing her relationship with food, conquering binge eating, and putting out an opportunity out there for me to heal my relationship with food, I wouldn't be here today. I didn't even know that there were other people thinking the same thoughts as me. I just thought like something was wrong with me. Like, I don't know, like nobody else thinks about food. Like, no one else just like can't control themselves around sweets. Like, it just must be me. But in 2019, that was the year that I committed to my relationship with food. I committed well over a year. I was all in because at that point there was no other option than to stop binge eating. And it's changed my life. It's changed my intimate life. It changed my relationship with my mom, just no longer being snappy and irritable. My mental health, like, I wake up every single day just full of joy. It's like I don't have to be doing anything in my day and I'm just like happy. Like, I literally, my day can be a shit show and I'm just like so grateful. And when I conquered binge eating, I couldn't help but share the tools because they changed my life. You know, when you find something that works for you, when you find something that's like this solution from like the gods of the heavens, and you're like, I just can't not share this with people. And so I knew that I needed to share these tools with the world. And I had this feeling, as hard as it was to go through binge eating, I felt like God put this struggle of binge eating in my life, in my heart, so that I can go through it, so that I can go through that struggle, so that I could learn all the lessons, so that I can conquer and teach them to you. Like, I just feel like I was put on this planet to help you conquer binge eating. Like, I just have this feeling in my heart, like I went through hell and back for the greatest reason of my life, to make an impact on all of your lives. And I remember making a post one day. I said, there's going to be one day where you're so frustrated that you're binging, and then there's another day that you're grateful for it. I never thought I'd be grateful for binge eating in my life, but I thank God every single day for putting binge eating in my life, because there's something about the way that I'm so passionate about this, the way that I can serve you, the way that I can help you overcome what I've went through. Like, I truly believe that God placed this struggle in my heart so that I could extract all the lessons, all the wisdom, and help all of you guys so that you don't have to do this alone. I believe that to my core. And I literally just get emotional thinking about that. So I knew that I needed to share these tools with more badasses, but not just with any badass. Badasses who are ready, badasses who are eager to conquer, badasses who are committed to take action and actually put in the work. Like, not just short term, but like, I'm ready to do this. Like, I'm fully committed. So in 2021, and I know you're like, Lauren, I get to the freaking announcement, but I can't until I share the context, because I just have to share my heart. I just have to. So in 2021, I developed my root and rewire process, my famous root and rewire process. Rewiring my brain is why I'm binge free today. Rewiring my brain is why I don't have the urge to binge anymore. Rewiring my brain is why I'm able to enjoy my famous past trigger food, chocolate chip pancakes, with complete ease. This is why I can have dried mangoes in the house, nuts, chocolate, sweets, and it's just like, I just eat them in moderation and then I move on. In fact, I haven't even had dried mangoes in like, I don't even know, months. This is all because I've rewired my brain. And I share this all the time because binge eating is a habit. If you're still live with me, drop habit in the chat box. Drop habit in the chat box. Through years of dieting, you have told yourself, I can't eat this food. Don't eat after 7 o'clock. 1 tablespoon of peanut butter. Well, if you're gonna have carbs for breakfast, then don't have carbs for lunch, right? And all of those rules made you think about food so much more. You started to feel impulsive. You started to have these strong urges to binge on all the foods that you told yourself you couldn't have. And no matter how motivated you were, no matter how disciplined you were, you got to a point where you were thinking about those off-limits foods so much more, and you would end up binging on all the foods that you told yourself you couldn't have. And through continuously giving into your urges, you've wired this habit of binge eating into your brain. Binging is a habit. Now, the good news is you can rewire your brain out of these habitual cycles, and that's why I developed the root and rewire process. So I've taken clients through this root and rewire process for years now. And some clients have heard about rewiring their brain. They're like, but Lorna, the way that you teach it, it just makes so much sense. Like, nobody understands binge eating the way that you teach it. Like, some people are like, okay, I've heard of rewiring the brain, but how you explain it, it's like, why didn't I think of that before? Like, right now I'm thinking about Erin. She's one of my clients. She's like, it makes so much sense, but like, why didn't I think about that before? Like, of course binging is a habit. It makes so much sense. And then I've had some other clients, and they're just like, I've never really heard of that before, but it makes so much sense because, like, I've tried therapy, I've tried nutritionists, I've tried to keep trigger foods out of the house, and it just makes sense that binging is a habit. The more times you do something, the more challenging it is to overcome. But on the flip side, it's like the more times you don't engage in a specific habit, the easier it becomes to not engage in that habit. So this process, the root and rewire process, has helped hundreds of clients at this point. Like, it's been implemented, it's been tested, it's been so many clients. So many clients have gone through this. And so in 2023, I got a download. And I was like, again, more people need this work. So I thought to myself in 2023, okay, I've been guiding clients through this root and rewire process. People are having mind-blown transformations, but again, I want to help more people. So I really sat with myself in 2023, and Cindy, I'm thinking about you. I know you're on the live. I really sat with myself in 2023 and I was like, how can I help more people? And what do people even need? Like, if I were to streamline everything, what do people actually need? Because I can give you 25 million tools, but there was really three things that I came up with that really made the biggest difference in my clients no longer feeling urges to binge, rewiring their brain out of these habitual cycles, and sustainably conquering binge eating for good. So the first one was the brain-based tools. Okay, you need to know what to do. I don't care what anyone says. If you don't know what to do, if you don't know how to stop giving into your urges, well, you're going to keep on giving in. You need to learn how to be able to have one or two cookies and move on with your day. You need to be able to have your lunch without being like, am I getting enough protein? Is there enough vegetables? Should I be eating this? Like, you have to be able to learn the proper tools, how to trust yourself so that you can bake your favorite brownies while being home alone, it's late at night, and not finish the entire batch in one night. You need the tools. You got to become more comfortable eating in front of other people. You need to work through triggering comments that people make about how much you're eating, because if you have family members, if you have coworkers, if you have friends, I guarantee that somebody has made a comment about how much you're eating or what you're eating. You got to learn how to work through those comments. You need to understand, am I actually experiencing a craving and I should say yes to having a bowl of ice cream? Or is this an urge and I actually need to not give in? You need to know what to do, because everything is a habit. You thinking my urges are too strong, I need to give in, that's a habit that needs to be rewired. When you've just overeaten at lunch and now you're like, oh, man, I ate so much. Okay, I'm just going to finish the last little bit of ice cream. That needs to be rewired. When you're full from dinner and you're already in the pantry grabbing something sweet, that needs to be rewired. When it's 8 o'clock at night and it's like clockwork, 8 o'clock at night, you put your feet up on the couch, you watch some TV, you finally get that time to unwind and you're snacking, that needs to be rewired. It's all a habit. So you need to learn the brain-based tools to rewire your brain. But that's not enough. Because I know that many of you know what to do. Lorna, I know I shouldn't be mindlessly snacking at night. I know that I'm just bored and it's 8 o'clock at night and I'm just bored and it's the only time I really get to myself. Like, it's just been a long day. I know I shouldn't go into the pantry. I know I shouldn't continue eating if I'm full. I know I shouldn't give in to my urges, but it still happens. And the truth is, you can learn all the tools. But in order to rewire your brain, you need to implement the tools through repetition. And I know that can be hard when you're trying to do this on your own, which is why the second key is coaching. But not just any coaching. You need coaching from someone who can help you implement the tools in real time, that can help you rewire your brain literally in real time. On a coaching call, you come up. Last night, I got home from work. I knew I wasn't hungry. I was actually really tired. And honestly, my body was saying, just freaking go to bed because you're exhausted. But I felt like I needed more me time. I felt like I didn't have time to unwind. I didn't have time to decompress. So I ended up eating instead. And then I went to bed so much later. And now I'm kind of like pissed off at myself because I knew that I should have just went to bed. I will literally tell you within 5 minutes the exact shift to make to navigate that better next time. Maybe you're like one of my clients who used to have FOMO with dessert. It's like, no matter how full this client was, no matter what restaurant she would be going to, she's like, I always feel like I need to have dessert. And even if I'm full, I feel like I have to have dessert. And she would come on these coaching calls and we would talk about that. Okay, well, why do you feel FOMO? Let's chat through your mindset. And I've helped her rewire her brain. And now not only does she not order dessert all the time, She doesn't have to try to not order dessert. Her body's just like, her body just knows, yes, I want dessert or I don't want dessert. She doesn't feel this compulsion. There's no FOMO anymore. She's like, I know I can have it. Do I actually really want it? And sometimes she's like, heck yeah. And sometimes she's now leaving cheesecake in for a few days. She's like, I can't even finish it. It's too sweet. So learning the tools is fantastic. But if you don't actually implement the tools and have coaching to be able to implement what you're learning, not much is going to change. You need the tools, but then you actually need to implement them repetitively in order to rewire your brain. And I know it's not easy without support. I remember Lorna, come on, you know the tools, and sometimes that can be even more frustrating. How many of you guys have known what to do and you're almost like more frustrated because you're like, but then why the heck am I not doing it? I started learning, okay, binging is a habit. Okay, binging is a habit. Okay, don't give in to your urges because then your urges are going to become more intense. I started learning this. And I was like, I started beating myself up even more because I'm like, Lorna, come on. You know better. You should be doing better, but it's not that simple. I worked with my mentor at the time, my coach at the time. We worked through actually my love-hate relationship with binging. I needed to see my urges differently. I needed to create a different story. I kept on saying, no, I can't give in, or sorry, I have to give in. My urges are too powerful. And it's like, no, that's just the story that you're telling yourself. Implement these tools to not give in. Okay, well, let's work on your fear of actually conquering binge eating. I see this very often with so many clients. It's actually like, I'm so ready to stop binge eating, but there's also a fear of conquering because it's like, well, what's my life going to look like? I've just known that binging has been a part of my life for so long. It kind of feels strange to think about not binging. Like, what? Like, who is that going to be? And so we have to work through this. So you need the brain-based tools, and then you need the coaching that's going to help you implement the tools. But that's not it. Binge eating thrives in isolation. Depending on where you're at in your journey, and let me know if you felt this in the chat box if you're here. If you're at the beginning and you're not part of our badass community, it's really easy to think, I'm the only one going through this. I must be the only person that thinks about food. Like, my friends don't talk about that. My partner doesn't tell me that they think about food all day long. Maybe I'm the only person who eats in secret when I get the house to myself. Maybe I'm the only person that I go to a social event and that I barely eat because everybody knows me as like, I'm so healthy and I'm so fit and so like, don't have the dessert. And then I come home and binge. It's easy to think I'm the only person. But it's just not talked about enough, which is why the third key is you need a badass community of other people who get you, who understand what you're going through, who will help you feel less alone, who are thinking the exact same thoughts as you, who are just as ready and committed and dedicated to conquering binge eating as you are, who will lift you up, who will celebrate you, who will remind you that you are a freaking badass who can do hard things like conquer binge eating. You need a safe space, a home where you can actually feel seen and understood, because it's easy to think that you're the exception, and it's also challenging to navigate this on your own because this journey is like this. There's ups and there's downs, and on the really good days, you need to be celebrated. And then on the not so good days, where maybe you're having a not so good day, it's like you need to be picked up. You need to remind yourself of who you are, that you are this incredible badass, and that this too will pass. It's like the not so good days. It's like tomorrow's going to be better. You're a badass. You can get through this. I remember one time, it was the first time I had dessert and I didn't feel guilty. And I remember telling Andrew, and he did not get it at all. He's like, oh, awesome. I was like, no. I had the apple pie and I just ate it. Like, I wasn't thinking about more. I wasn't thinking about, oh my God, what is this person gonna say? Because normally at social events, I don't have dessert. Like, he just didn't get it at all. And I posted in the community that I was part of, and everyone was like, I know how huge this is. Like, oh my God, I'm so happy for you. That kept the momentum going. I was like, heck yes, like these people get me. You tell your husband that you ate something and you don't feel guilty, like he's just not going to understand. So, this is why being part of a community of other people that get you will change your life. So, you need the brain based tools, you need support and coaching, and then you also need the badass community to feel less alone. So, in 2023, that's when I created the Root and Rewire membership. If you have been part of the Root and Rewire membership, drop a heck yes in the chat box. The Root and Rewire membership I created it was the end of October of 2023. So almost coming up on 2 years now. And it included all of these 3 things: the brain-based tools, the community, and the coaching. It's literally everything that you need. I created the Root and Rewire membership. And at that time, at the end of 2023, when I first announced the Root and Rewire membership, people jumped in so fast. Yeah, Erin was part of it, Cindy was part of it. And we had just over 20 people jump in right away. People are like, Lorna, this is exactly what I needed. This is the best 40th birthday present that I'm going to give to myself. Perfect timing. I prayed for this. It literally went wild. We had 20 people join, and I think in like a day and a half, people jumped in so fast. They were ready. They're like, I prayed for this. Finally, like, I don't have to look in all different places. It's just one place. I can literally get it all. I can learn the tools. I can get the coaching. I can have the community. Like, I prayed for this. And there was something so special about everybody joining at the same time. Everybody joined at a very similar time that month. They became this sisterhood. I know Cindy can relate to that. It's like she's built such deep connections with the people inside of the membership. Everyone joined together. Everybody was celebrating their wins. Everybody was there for each other. Everybody saw everybody else's journey unfold, and it was so beautiful to witness. They went through Halloween together, Thanksgiving, Christmas, navigating the new year with all the diet talk of coworkers and people wanting to lose weight. And they were like, I'm so glad that I have this community to plug into. Like, the community was the biggest aspect that most people love about the membership. Having a sisterhood, having a safe space, a place where you feel at home, like there's nothing like that. And so without a doubt, it's honestly like no other. Yeah, Cindy said that. Cindy was the second person to join the Root and Rewire membership. I will never forget. Like, there was just something special about that. So there was something special about the end of 2023. There was something special about the time for these badasses. We had just over 20 people jump in at the end of 2023, and everybody did this together. Like, there was something so special about everybody committing around the same time, like the same month, like everybody went and did this journey together. And we've had now over 130 people go through the Root and Rewire membership and conquer binge eating. We've had people go to round 2, alumni, because they love the community. I have people who still work with me today, like 2+ years, because they just love the sisterhood, how much they're learning, how much they're growing as just a whole human. Like, yes, transforming their relationship with food, but just becoming really the greatest version of themselves. And so with all of this being said, Erin said, so grateful to have found a friendship with Cindy through the membership. Yeah, you literally are part of a sisterhood, like this badass community. These relationships where it's like nobody else gets me except for you. Like, I know you guys like even like, message back and forth. Like, that's so special. Like, you can't do this with your best friend. You can't do this with your husband. You can't do this with your coworkers. Like, you just can't. You just can't. So with that being said, the way that I've been feeling over the past, I would say, few weeks, I'm like, I have the power to help more people. I have the power to do something really special for badasses who are committed to this. I am on the biggest mission to help more people. And I saw what happened at the end of 2023 with these 20 badasses joining all at the same time. There was something so next level about that. There was a massive transformation that happened. And so I was thinking to myself, like, how can I do something like that right now? Even though it's been like 2 years later since we've had the membership, I'm like, I have the power to help more people. I want to make this more accessible to more people. And so I want to do something really special for 20 badasses who are in it, who are committed, who this is the most important thing for you right now. So before I share what that opportunity is, I'm going to just briefly, very quickly talk about the Root and Rewire membership, although I kind of talked about it because I kind of shared a little bit about it. But I'm going to get into what I'm going to do for 20 of you guys in just a second. So inside of the Root and Rewire membership, as I mentioned, there's these 3 aspects. There's the portal of the trainings. This is where you learn the root and rewire process. You know exactly how to not give into your urges, how to stop getting in the F it mentality if you ate something that you deem as like bad or off limits, or if your schedule gets thrown off that day. You didn't get in your workout. How to like not just say F it and binge because one part of your day didn't go perfectly as planned. You know how to stop thinking about food 24/7. You know how to get your mental real estate back because food's not on your mind 24/7. You're focusing on your family, being present with the people that you love the most. You get your hunger and fullness cues back. It's so easy for you to effortlessly stop when you've had enough. Leave food on your plate once you're satisfied. How to actually trust yourself around trigger foods. Doesn't matter what foods. We had Christine, she's one of my clients. She started in the Root and Rewire membership. Everybody that's conquered binge eating literally started in the membership. She used to binge on dried mangoes, the big ass Costco bag of dried mangoes almost every single night. She's had them in her pantry for 8 months with no desire to eat on them. Why? Because she's learned the Root and Rewire process and she's rewired her brain. So you have the portal of trainings. Then you have the coaching. Every single month, you come on Zoom calls with me and you get coaching with me. So this is where you ask your specific questions. Remember what I said? You can learn the tools, but how about when it's 8 o'clock at night and you're really stressed and overwhelmed and maybe you said F it and you gave in to emotional eating, and then the next day you're like, how do I release the guilt? How do I release the shame? Well, let's come on a coaching call and let's work through this. Every single time you come on a coaching call, you get the exact coaching that you need. You know exactly what to implement that week so you're less impulsive with food, so you don't give in to your next urge, so that you don't mindlessly snack in the evening. You know exactly what to do. Every single person that comes on these group coaching calls, not only do you get coaching from me, you get to hear all the other people, what they're going through, and you're like, I was thinking that. Oh my gosh, the coaching that Lorna gave to this one person, I'm going to implement this week. And that's how you actually become less impulsive. It's like, you know what to do? Okay, let me implement. Okay, let me chat through this. So you have the monthly group coaching calls with me. Now, something else that I do is every single month, there's either a challenge or a masterclass to improve your relationship with food. So literally every single month you're in constant momentum. You're becoming less impulsive with food. This month we did the 3-day masterclass on how to stop eating when you're satisfied, not stuffed. The month before the big focus was on the mindset piece, becoming the one who conquers binge eating, getting out of self-sabotage, stop believing that you're the exception, not letting anything hold you back from conquering binge eating. So it was like this month was more of the strategy to stop eating when you're full. Last month was more of the mindset of being like, nothing is going to hold me back from conquering binge eating. With the holidays coming up, you're going to be able to have all the tools to navigate the Halloween, all the sweets. You're going to be part of our holiday challenge. I do a holiday challenge every single year so you can actually be present with your family, with your loved ones, so you're less anxious about the food. You're not even like thinking about the food. You're so present and calm and relaxed with the people around you this holiday. So there's always something that you're going to plug into to stay in constant momentum so that every single month you know you're becoming less impulsive with food. Every single month you're rewiring your brain out of these habitual cycles. Erin said satisfied not stuff was a game changer for me. Yes, it's like every single month it's like there's you have the up-to-date information, whether it's more strategy like this is what you need to do, or it's more mindset. There's something you can plug into every single month. And then, of course, you have our badass community. Like, this is where you feel seen, you feel less alone, you celebrate your wins, you share, like, hey guys, like, you know, I was able to go out for dinner, I ordered the sweet potato fries, and even though they were so good, I left some on my plate. That's never happened to me before. I'm so freaking proud of myself. Everybody's loving on you, everyone's celebrating you. And then on the days that you're not feeling so hot and you're like, you guys, I've literally had a binge after binge after binge, or maybe I'm not binging anymore, but I'm still overeating and I'm frustrated. Everybody picks you back up. So that's the Root and Rewire membership. And what I wanted to do, like that alone is going to help you conquer binge eating. But I wanted to do something special because, like I said, I don't want to just help hundreds of people. I want to make this accessible. I want to be the coach that you look back on and you're like, Lorna changed my life. I want you to have your relationship with food no longer be an issue for you. I want you to be so freaking mind blown of the things that you're able to do with food. You're like, I never thought this was possible. So I go first. So for the next 20 people, not only are you going to get the Root and Rewire membership, which in and of itself is going to transform your relationship with food and rewire your brain out of binge eating. I have decided that for the next 20 people, number one, there's going to be a special rate for you guys. I want to make this super accessible. The only way I can help millions of people is if I go first. And I have the power to do this, and I'm willing to do this. So you're going to get a special rate for the next 20 people that join. What you're also going to get is the ability to join at the same time with everybody else who is on this mission to stop binge eating. As I shared in 2023, something happened. Like those people, the 20 people that joined, there was something so special about everybody joining at the same time. So not only are you going to get in at a special rate, you're going to be able to join at the same time. So starting in October, you're going to get support through the holidays, through Halloween coming up, through Thanksgiving coming up, through Christmas. Be part of our Halloween, our holiday challenge to actually be able to navigate the holidays. You're also going to be able to have everybody start at the same time. Like there's something special about that. You get to watch everybody else's journey unfold, have this sisterhood go through this journey with you. So you get in at a special rate. You're going to be joining everybody at the same time with these 20 people that are going to choose to do this. You're going to have the support through the entire holidays and even into like the new year, because this is a 6 or 12 month program. This is not like, Lorna, I'm only committed for a week. Well, this isn't for you. I'm only committed for 30 days. Well, this isn't for you. This is 6 or 12 months, because I know the power of long-term support, long-term commitment. Every single one of my clients who conquers binge eating commits long-term. Like 6 months is literally nothing. You blink and 6 months is gone. So you get a special rate. You're going to get support throughout the holidays. And what I'm going to also do is you're going to get access to my brand new program, Eliminate Your Urges, that is happening at the end of October, which is designed to help you no longer feel a single urge to binge. And I've never actually given a full-blown program inside of the membership like this before, so this is a really freaking big deal. So literally, like, this is like a no-brainer. I literally want to make this so accessible for you guys with the price point, with everything that you're getting, all the support. It's everything that you need. So all you need to do right now, because I am capping this to 20 people. Yes, I want to help millions, but at the same time, we're gonna start with these 20 people. So what you have to do right now is message me membership. So open up your phone. Cindy's like, no joke, the badasses better jump on this offer. Like, you would literally be crazy if you don't join this right now. So what you need to do is message me right now, membership, for details. This is for the next 20 people. If you're ready to conquer, if you're ready to put in the work, if you are fired up, excited, this is important for you. You want a long-term solution to stopping binge eating. If you're ready to feel like a badass, if you want to easily not give in to your urges, if you want to be part of the best badass community, your sisterhood, your home, where you finally feel like, oh my goodness, these people actually get me, this safe space, you need to be inside of this membership. Especially now at this time with the special rate, navigating the holidays together, everybody joining at the same time, getting the Eliminate Your Urges program. There's literally no better time to join than now. So all you need to do is message me membership. Like I said, this is for 20 spots. I did this in 2023. There's a little different. And by the way, the membership from 2023 till now, it's completely revamped. So even if you've, joined the membership in 2023, those you guys can attest, it's like, it's completely revamped. It's completely revamped. Erin says, join now, everyone. You will look back on this day as the moment your entire life changed. Excited for new badasses to join the community. Yes, so even for people that are part of the badass community, it's like, get also freaking fired up, because it's like, we're gonna have an incredible badasses join our space as well too. So the membership has been completely revamped. It's literally everything that you need. So again, you're gonna get all of the tools, monthly group coaching calls with me. You're part of our badass community. You're gonna have support throughout the holidays. You're gonna get in at an accessible rate. And you're also gonna get the Eliminate Your Urges program. But like, those are all just like the bonuses, you guys. Like, what you're actually gonna get is a transformed relationship with food. Like, that's what you're actually gonna get. You're gonna get your time back. You're gonna get your presence back. You're gonna feel more calm throughout the day. You're gonna have a better intimate life with your partner. You're gonna be more calm with your children. You're gonna feel more confident when you walk into work. You're gonna stop thinking about food 24/7. Like, that's actually the result of you saying yes to yourself. All these other things are like incredible bonuses, but like, why I get so emotional is because this is gonna change your life. And I know that's so like woo-woo, like, okay, like, it's gonna change my life. Like, I know the power of what's included inside of this membership, what happens when you actually just commit to yourself and you say, I'm freaking ready to do this, and you commit to yourself, what actually happens on the other side. you're going to be literally mind blown with what you can accomplish with your relationship with food. I've had people be like, "No, Lorna, you don't understand. Ice cream, I'm never gonna not binge on ice cream." And then it was like, I don't even have the desire to eat ice cream. Laura, I never thought that I would stop tracking my food. And now they're like, I can't even imagine tracking my food ever again. So I'm excited. I'm like excited. I'm emotional because I know the transformation that's going to happen for you, how this is going to impact your life, your family's lives, your children's lives. I know the ripple effect, how this is going to impact how you show up at social events, even going to holidays. It's going to change everything for you. So go ahead and message me right now, membership, and I will share the special details with you guys. I'm really excited to be doing this with you. And, you know, this is me being able to help more people. And this is also you having an opportunity to sustainably put an end to binge eating for good. And you can look back at this time of like, I watched Lorna's live announcement and I decided to do this for myself. And my relationship with food has never been the same. And that's the greatest gift that you can also give yourself. So message me right now, membership, and I'll send you the details. This is for the next 20 badasses who are ready to do this with me. So thank you guys so much for being here. I'm fired up. Get excited for those of you guys who are in the badass community. Get excited. They're going to be joining us. Like, get freaking excited. So much is going to change for you, and I cannot freaking wait. So with that being said, have a beautiful rest of your day. I can't wait to celebrate this. So excited for this. You're amazing. I'm so glad. It's going to be everything. So enjoy the rest of your day. Be sure to message me to get in. Last time that I did something similar to this, it was literally a day and a half. And it was like 20 people jumped in. So message me. I cannot wait to support you. I cannot wait for your relationship with food to never, ever, ever be the same in the best way possible. And I'm really excited. So enjoy the rest of your day, you guys. We'll see you soon. Okay. Bye, guys.